Hello, you YouTubers and my Dragon players. This is my third time doing this goddamn video, so I'm going to try to get it right this time and see what's up. This is my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck based off of Rio's Blue Eyes White Dragon deck from the Yu-Gi-Oh Council, but my tweaks. I have playtested this a lot. I've brought it to tournament. The last tournament was on Sunday. Played it on DN, and because of all our hard work and rigorous trading. This is what I came up with. So afterwards, I'll explain it. I'm just gonna go through the deck. 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, 1 Flamvel, 1 Galaxy Serpent, 1 Labradorite Dragon, 2 Bright Star Dragon, 1 Dark Storm, 2 Newit, 1 Honest, 2 Maiden, 1 Red MD, 2 White Stone, 2 Cards of Consonance, 3 Shrine, 2 Chalice, 3 Lance, 2 MST, 1 for 1, 2 Silver Scry, 3 Trading, 2 Castle, 2 Finishing, 1 Solemn Warning. For my extra deck, not going into the side deck, 1 Allied Justice, 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern, 3 Azures, 1 Black Rose, 1 Iron Chain Dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Star Eaters, 1 Spark, 1 Trident Dragon, 1 Emerald, 1 felgrand, 1 Star Liege, and 1 Thunder and Dragon. Yeah, so explaining the deck, where my explanation is needed. Labrador and Dragon, this is based off of substituting it out for alexandrite, because alexandrite was like a teammate for Newit goes for alexandrite, exceed to Emerald go for Blue Eyes, or all that stuff. But I found out in tournaments that alexandrite was somewhat of a dead draw, and this is a much more plus, because Newit plus labradorite is a trident, and also it's a card of consonance target, so that's why I put it in there. Bright Star Dragon, not self-explanatory. That's normal. Anyway, for Darkstorm Dragon, people has taken out this for Trihorn. I don't think so, just because of 150 attack. Darkstorm is much more useful to me because of all this heavy back row decks, or heavy storm has gone, and it's good to active someone use Azure, activate its effect, go for Darkstorm, resummon Darkstorm, and just clean the field using Castle or Phoenix Chain. 2 Newit is a good card at 2 for me, activated by Chalice and Lance. I like cards who can help out themselves individual, but if this card is alone by itself and activate Lance, that's why I changed it out to Labrador and Dragon, so it's a more of a threat instead of going for Alexandrite and just turning into Emerald, which someone's got Blue Eyes. So yeah, 1 Honest for a hand trap, 2 Maiden on not 3. Don't need 3. She utilizes Blue Eyes from all over hand deck and graveyard. So yeah, she's at 2. Stone is at 2, don't need 3, because there's 3 Blue Eyes in the deck, and if I draw one, or there's so much cards in this deck, I can take out Blue Eyes out of my deck. So if 1 or 2 Blue Eyes comes out, that means the rest of the stones are somewhat useless or irrelevant. So I keep it at 2 for statistics reasons. 2 cards of consonance. The cards of consonance have 5 targets, which is good. 3 Shrine for consistency. Increase this to 3. It was at 2, but increase it to 3 for consistency. Chalice and Lance. These are good ladies in the deck, but I must admit I'm leaning forward more over to Chalice for the sole reason of in my opponent's turn, I like to stop my opponent's momentum, because if you stop your opponent's momentum, you somewhat win the game. So if he goes for Big Highs, you have a Chalice. If he goes for Dracosac, you have a Chalice. If he goes for Atun, you have a Chalice. If he has a Red MD or Roach or what the hell ever, you have a Chalice. Chalice is, for me, is a Veiler on the field, finest on the field, and it may be MSD, but I will decrease Lance to 2 and increase it to 3, increase Chalice to 3, because I have Azure. Azure always protects my monsters, which is always good, and I prefer stopping my opponents if monsters effects. And that's it. 2 MST, 1 for 1. People have not seen this in many Blue Eyes decks, because this has what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets, and that's really good. That's a free summon. It might not be a plus, but it really helps the deck going. If you don't draw that, you might draw an A-star card or a monster you don't need, send it away, go for maiden or even a stone or whatever flanvel you have your choices to sync with. 2 silver scry, don't need 3. I have 3 azores, 3 trade, and I bump this up to 3 because of my playstyle always using dragon trying to send away a normal monster, then stone, and stone adds to my hand so I can use a trade in. So that's what like I said, I keep 2 stone because if 1 blue eyes comes out, the next stone would be irrelevant. So there you go. 2 castle, 2 Phoenix chain, we all know they know, and 2 solemn. 1 solemn warning, sorry about that. Yeah, and for my extra deck, well, I like this because of new it with a 1-star tuna, with a 1-star tuna, ancient sacred fiber in 1 turn, or even my first turn kill. Um, summon a maiden. That's why I'm glad for 1 going. Activate 1 going, drop a maiden, drop a bright star, maiden goes to 3, goes for blue eyes, sync with bright star, go for ancient sacred wyvern, blue eyes attack first, then say sacred wyvern, because sometimes an opponent might say, I end the turn for some strange reason. Like when the game is just started, that's just the notice with them. When the game just started, they might end their turn. See, for example, I do it on Sunday. A heretic roller deck, and he said any certain time. I know we probably too much technique is in his hand, so technique to get off his place. So I made him pay for that. Black Rose, Black Rose, Iron Chain, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Star Eater. Star Eater is easy to build in this deck. Some people won't, but I would, anytime you're going for a game and you have an Azure on the field and other monsters as well, you summon a Galaxy Serpent, sync for an Azure, and then, but the way I did it, I'm more of a safe place. If I'm going to sync for an Azure, sync with an Azure to bring a Bright Star, usually in that same turn I'm going to summon another Azure which will protect it. So, and then I go in and just clean up field. Start a Spartus, it targets main, it targets new it, Trident attacks multiple times, and then afterwards when it summons and gets its effects, Azure summons is well protected. Emerald, we know what Emerald do. Felgrand is a target for maiden and new it. Thunder End, special summon Azure and other monsters, then activates the Thunder End. Thunder End activates the circle effect. Destroy all cards on the field, and then mine 1 remains, so I just go in and destroy and end finish it. This is not a fun deck, this is not a play deck, this is a competitive deck. I worked hard on this deck, rigorously carrying it to tournaments, doing it at the end, and this is the result of the hard work. I think this is a really good deck. This deck is definitely going to nationals. I have defeated Heretics, I have defeated Heretic Rulers, I have defeated Harpy Rulers, all that good shit, Bujin and shit to me. The only deck I'll have a problem is probably Ghost Trick, but that's why I have 3 crossovers for them, just specifically for them. So that's good. Leave comments, tell me what you think, give me your critiques and your advices, and show me what's up.